So today, as the title says, I'm going to one of the naturist beaches. Now I've been getting quite a few people asking me, how do you get to naturist beaches from Camp Basole? So that's what I'm going to do today. So at the moment I'm just coming over from A onto B, and we're going down onto the RM3, I believe, going down towards Maveron itself. So, is it? Yes, it's the RM3. I'm useless at trying to remember road numbers, but I got that one right. So as I always say, go and put yourself a cup of tea on, or a coffee, or maybe even a cold beer, and sit back and enjoy the journey. On the way I'll show you a couple of places of interest, so sit back and enjoy. So we're just going past the it's alright, I've got a bit of a frog. El Saladillo Church on the left. Pretty interesting little church. Every now and again they hold a little fiesta there, especially over at the pub. Or bars, I'd say. Anyway, so we're carrying on down the RM3. Now, if you remember this road from other videos, but if it's your first time, we just stay on this RM3 right to the end till we get to the roundabout. Just give you a brief idea where I am, just in case for people that are watching from different area don't really know where Maveron is. So I'm in the southeast of Spain, the Costa Calida, the Murcia region. Camp Basole is just outside of Maveron itself. It's probably about 5-10 minute drive down into the town, and obviously then you carry on and go down to the Maveron pool. But we're not going there today. We're going to a place called Bonavo, which probably about 10-15 minutes away. It's where the sea is, and today that's where we're going. Okay, now I was surprised really. I've had a couple of people ask me where the naturist beaches are, and funny enough, one of our friends, she is a naturist, and she sort of made it clear to me where they are. So I checked online. Now I've given you a link below the video to the Maveron beach site. There's 5 beaches for naturists. It's a 12-kilometre stretch of coastline that they designated for naturists. The only pain of it is at one time you could actually drive along the track. Well, they stopped that back in 2017, so now you can only get to it by walking or on a bike. Now, a couple of weeks ago I did try the other end. I went in near Pacelli's beach because I knew the beach there. I've been there quite a few times. I didn't even realise it was a naturist beach. There's a villa, an old villa ruin that we call Garcia Villa. Lovely spot, but unfortunately as I drove down near it, you go over an old riverbed, but just before the riverbed they dug a massive trench. Unless you got a 4x4, I couldn't gain access to it, and it's a bit of a long walk then to that first beach. So I virtually give up on the idea. And then I was talking to my friend, and she was telling me if you go in the Bonavo end, you can park near it, and then it's not too long a walk for the first beach. But there's 5 beaches, which is good. Now on the website, it's not a lot of information really. It just tells you the names of the beaches. It doesn't really give you a map to show where they are. So hopefully today I'll be able to get a drone up. We'll see if we can cover some of the coastline there. Now, it's like I said, it's 12 kilometres long, so it's 6 miles if you wanted to cover all of them. Hopefully this is going to be the best way in. So it's a lovely day. I haven't got Bonnie today because we're just coming the end of May now, coming into June. The temperature is creeping up, sort of 20, 25. It's a little bit too hot for Bonnie. I mean, she would love to come out and have a walk, but I just feel it's going to be too much for her. So I've gone out by myself today. So we're coming down near the roundabout now. So we're coming up to the roundabout now. Now, how you approach these roundabouts is entirely up to you. What I've learnt now in Spain is just do what most of them do, go around the outside of it. Now, obviously us would go onto the left lane now, but I just do what they do. It doesn't seem, I mean, obviously the official law is you would go over to the left lane, but none of them seem to do, and by doing that you just cause a problem and you cut back over. So we're turning right here. Now to our left, we have to filter back over to the left here. It's a giveaway lane there. If you look over to your left now, you'll see the mine, the Mavron mine. It's a huge complex. I don't know how many old extinct volcanoes are over there, but it's a huge and by looking at it from this angle, you can see how big it is. Now, straight in front of us now is the town of Mavron. Now, if you've got a good eyesight, you can see the old watchtower, and in the distance you've got the Jesus statue. It's worth a walk up there, I do agree. Unfortunately, it's gone to tat a bit. It's broken bottles and it's messy, which is such a shame, because you do get, especially from the watchtower, you get a great view, and obviously over the Jesus thing. Now the graffitiists have gone to town, which does surprise me here in Spain. Most of these Jesus thingies have got a lot of respect, but this one, whatever saint it was, hasn't got a lot of respect. It's just the actual figure itself is alright, but the stand it's standing on is completely covered in graffiti. And it's not good graffiti, which is a shame, but anyway, that's the way things are sometimes. So we're coming down to the town itself. So this roundabout's got an old steam engine thing in the middle of it. Probably something that they used to make the road, and it broke down, so they used it as a bit of a symbol, I suppose. I don't know. They do this, I notice a lot when you go around Spain. You see these old steamrollers. So they're at the roundabout. We're going to go straight over. If you went left on the roundabout, you would actually go into the town, but we're going straight over. He's got it marked up, Bolnavo and the Port of Mavron. Now this Bolnavo name, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I mean, to me that's the way I usually pronounce it the way it looks, and I know that's not the way it goes in Spain. I call it Bolnavo. Now when I have a chat with Spanish people, they look at me really puzzled. So I don't know, obviously maybe the B's not pronounced as a B, maybe it's pronounced as an N, I don't know. Be interesting to see what people come up with to help me out. Anyway, that's where we're going to. Now on your right hand side, we're going along the sort of the mountain range. Now right in front of you, right on top there, is an old, I would call it an old Stone Age village. I'll show the entrance as we come round. So you can walk up there, you can't drive up there, you can walk up, it's a steep climb, but when you get to the top, there's no signage, but you can see where the old roundhouses used to be, and I think one of them you could actually walk down into it, but they put a locked door over it, so you can't. So it's obviously only open during tourist season when the tourist information office. Anyway, that sign there you just seen then, this turn in here, you would turn in there, and as you just go around the corner, there'd be a little turn into the right. You'll see a big red sign. Now on the red sign it would tell you more information about that place. So it's always worth a walk up there. Great viewpoint. It looks back over the sea that we can see now, and obviously the port itself, and you can look back over towards the town of Maveron. So yeah, worth a visit. But we're not doing that today. I might do a video on that one day, but it is a bit of a climb. I'll probably do that more near the winter time. So next roundabout. Now on this roundabout, I always pick out symbols. Now on this roundabout, it's got a symbol of a yacht, which is quite handy. So at the roundabout, we're going to go right, but if you wanted to go left over the bridge, you actually go down into the port itself. But we're going right. Now there's a nursery here, and fantastic place, really helpful in there, speak good English, and they got some fantastic plants, and we've had some big plants delivered from there. Guys, they're so helpful. Anyway, just thought I'd mention that. Okay, we got crossing there. So we're actually coming into, I don't know if you could call this a town, but I suppose it is. There's a lot of shops here. On the left-hand side now is a big campsite. Get a lot of motorhomes in there, and then, believe it or not, we'd come down in the winter when we was looking out this area. But that campsite was completely booked in February. I wasn't expecting places like that to be packed out, but they were. Well, thankfully, there's 2 more campsites further down the coast where we went. Okay, there's quite a few nice bars along this stretch here on the right-hand side. Most of them won't open till probably about midday anyway. No doubt in the summer season they'll probably be open earlier. It's still sort of quiet at the moment. In July onwards, this place will be packed. There'll probably be a traffic jam coming down, and this car park to your right now is massive. Now that will be packed at the weekend. Now I don't know if you can see the sand sculptures to your right now. I'll put a picture up. Okay, we're all going to be looking now. Now to our left, fantastic little pop-up bar there. They do some nice snacks. Lovely beach. Now just to the left now, they're putting some exercising thingies on the beach for us oldins, which is nice to know. Have to try that out later on. And the Oasis, another fantastic little bar, gets really busy later on in the day. And I think in weekends it got music going on in the back there. I mean, we're just talking what, about 9:30 now, I believe. Everything's sort of quiet and dead at the moment. Best time for me to come out really, because it's not too hot at the moment, and it's obviously quiet. So anyway, we're carrying on up here. You get some nice views up here. Now there's a big car park here. Okay, so now this is where the road gets a little bit narrow. Now don't forget folks, this is still a 2-way road. There's a lovely villa here on the left here that they've done a lot of work to. I mean that was all bare land when we first arrived there 3 years ago, just the villa itself, and they planted all these palms and trees. Looks amazing. There's a nice little bay down there to the left. Okay, so here we go. There's a right, so that's where we have to park down there. There's a lovely old building there that looks like a castle, but it's not. Oh, so we can't drive no further. So obviously, the later you come here, you're gonna have a problem parking unless you park up at the top car park. So yeah, just be wary of that. Hopefully we can park. Okay, I can see park here then. So, no further parking. So now it's on foot. Okay, that's not a naturist beach, but it's just as nice. But we're going that way. A kangaroo. I'll be pretty amazed if that's a kangaroo for the next 5Ks. People ask me, what are those white bollard things that you can see all around the coast? And these bollards that you can see are for corrosion. And obviously you can see here already that the very nearest one is right on the edge now, and one above where the track is also on the edge. Now these are probably planted 10 years ago, so it's just showing you what the wind and the rain does when it eats away at these cliffs. Sign that they come across. I think it's talking about more of the park itself. In the distance there's a ruin on top of the hill there, but just round this corner is the very first nudist beach, or naturist beach I should say. So we arrived at the first beach. It must be at least a 20-minute walk. You could probably do it quicker, but it's a beaten track, so you need decent footwear. Don't forget your water, guys. If you're carrying anything, good luck to you. There's no facilities here. I can see a bin over there, and that's about it really. But this is the very first beach. There's 4 more to go, but we're going to go a little bit further up. I haven't gone down on the beach because there's people down there. But it is quite secluded, so that's the main thing. I'm going to walk on a little bit further. Now the reason why it looks a little bit cloudy today is because tomorrow and the next couple of days it's going to be just sun, and it would be a killer for me. I mean, even if you're not a naturist, just on this walk you've got some fantastic views. To the right you've got the mountain range, and obviously to the left you've got the coast here. But yeah, a lot of people walk this. Weekends this gets really busy, especially with cyclists. Well, this looks like another beach. there's a bin down there, so that's the only reason I say it's probably going to be another beach. There's a track that runs down towards it. Okay, I've come down to this beach. It's really rocky. I wouldn't call it particularly nice. I mean, it is secluded, obviously. I've come off the track now. I've seen quite a few walkers going up this ridge. I think that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go up that ridge to give me a view of the area. So, I've walked, I think, about halfway. It's about 12 kilometres. I think I've done half of that. Anyway, I've come off the track. In the distance, well, right over that way, I can see, well, just about to see where the cars are. And then we've got this hidden cove. This is the first naturist beach. There's another one just down there I'll just walk through. Now, looking at both beaches, they look really stony, so you're going to need some decent footwear, not just flip-flops. One of the other things I've seen already, I've seen quite a few walkers and they haven't got no water on them. I mean, the next place would be Pacelli's, but at the moment the pop-up bar's not there yet. Obviously back down in Bolnavo, some of the bars will be open soon, but this is most important when you're coming out, however far you're going to walk. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It's just a quick glimpse because a couple of people were asking about this, and I was going to do it the other end at Pacelli's, but like I said, they decided to dig a ditch right across the road, and that means walking twice as far. But there, I'll be honest, the very first beach, and I'll put a video up of that one, that is sandy, and that is worth going to. These, yeah, they're secluded, but you've got a good walk. You know, I would say a good 20-minute walk. And if you want to carry a parasol on that, you've got to be fit. Anyway, as I always say, keep watching because you don't know what's going to happen next. And I'll catch you on the next one. I suppose I better get going now.